I went to Mecca in 1974 and became Al-Hajj Amin Shaheed, but then I realized that that tradition was not an African cultural tradition, nor was it an African spiritual tradition. So I resigned as the imam over the mosque after 11 years.
Do you think African countries should embrace their tradition and go back to the idea of kingdoms?
Well, ask the most fundamental question. Are these systems we're using working? Do they provide the food, clothing, shelter, safety, and security our people require? Do they provide the healthcare system our people require? Do they provide the education system our people require? And the answer is a resounding no. It doesn't for some people, but we've created a colonial blackface elite. Okay, that it resembles the colonial enemy, except for color, in almost every aspect, in almost every country. So those systems will never work for us. We are the wealthiest countries on the planet Earth. Most of the resources of the world is in our ground, and yet our young people could go to university and can't find jobs. So we have to study history. Dr. Wade Nobles, another teacher, said history will erase the white man's mystery. Our history will erase the white man's mystery and allow us to create the African miracle that we are trying to create. And so when you study your history, you can reconstruct your societies based on the cultural experience of your ancestors, not on the narratives of your ancestors' enemy. You see, and that's what we're doing now. We're being informed by our enemy's narrative. What is the narrative of our ancestry? So our people need to wake up and turn back to the gods of our fathers and mothers. Turn back to the spiritual system and the sacred science. It's not dead. In Zululand, they still practice it. The Shona, we still practice it. In Yoruba, Akan, Dogon, we still practice our indigenous institution. We've just allowed colonialism of our mind to marginalize them, but they didn't go anywhere. I studied it. I get on an airplane. I come to Africa to be taught by my elders about my indigeneity. Okay? So you live there. You know exactly where they are. You know exactly who to go to when you get in trouble. When the doctor says, oh, I can't help you anymore, that stone that you reject in the middle of the night, that's the first house you run to. Says, oh, Baba, please help me, please help me, please help me. So let's bring our truth center stage. Let's teach our herbalism in the medical school. Let's bring our herbalists and healers in the hospitals. Let's give them a place to train them so we can credentialize them properly. Okay. Let's take control of our own pharmacology instead of selling our herbal gardens to the Western pharmaceutical company who's using your herbs to make the Western medicine, and they put their label in a bottle and tell you, oh, you have nothing. But yet I have a Harvard. Let me tell you a story. Once my friend took me to Harvard University. I was doing a lecture there, and they have something they call the herbarium. It's the tallest building on the Harvard campus. You know what the herbarium is? Every herb and fauna from Africa is there. They send a graduate student to study in Madagascar and Congo, and to meet with the priests and the priestesses, find out what these herbs are used for, bring samples of it back to Harvard, and when they get through testing, they sell our stuff to the white pharmaceutical companies and tell us, oh, we're backwards, we know nothing. Yet what you are selling to the pharmaceutical, you send your graduate student and your doctors pretending they're coming to help us, and they steal this information and bring it back to you.